Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss with you that what is record to report, and this is the term that you have definitely heard in BPO. If you're working in BPO, if you're working in call centers, so if you have worked in the backend process, so definitely this is something you have heard, which is R2R, record to report. So what is this? If I talk about the record to report, so what comes under that? you know so this is not something that I can tell you straight away that this is what is record to report. So record to report is something which is very wide. It involves a lot of things. If you go by the name record to report, so if you go and try to understand by the name only, so that means something some reports to be prepared using records of a particular company. So from the records, you have to prepare reports. From the records, you have to prepare reports. So what are those reports, and to whom that report to be submitted? That all that can be a subjective matter. But what comes in R2R? What is R2R? R2R, you have also, I mean, here you must have heard the term P2P or R2 or P2P, or which is procurement to pay. If you are working in the BPO, so definitely you have heard the term like what is P2P. So P2P is procurement to pay. Whatever you are buying, you have to pay. So all the procedures of buying something till the payment you have to follow in P2P. So what comes in R2R? Let me tell you, R2R is not something which is related to a single particular thing. There may be n number of items that can be covered in R2R. There may be something related to taxation. There may be something related to your compliance, your strategy, your MIS reporting. Anything may come in R2R. It is up to the management. It is up to the manager under which you are working, and it is totally it is up to you. I would say that what particular work in R2R you want to do. There has been a situation where people are working in taxation. For example, you are working from India and you are working from one of the leading company situated in the UK, and if you are in R2R, so you may be expected to perform some tasks related to the taxations. You may be expected to some tasks related to the reporting to the higher management, top management. So that will be like MIS reporting to top management. There may be some approval entries also. There are some GL journal ledger. There may be that also in R2R. Okay, so it is very wide thing. If I try to explain what is R2R, so it is very wide concept, and anything which is over and above the normal transaction within the business. If your manager asks you to prepare something, a report using the record, so that will be like R2R. That exercise will come in R2R. You are into R2R. If I try to explain by the procedure, so you can say systematic procedure of doing things in P2P, but there are not, although things are systematic in R2R also, but it is not that much systematic. You have to apply your mind. You have to you have to use your mind, and you have to be aware that what is required by the top management. You have to be aware of the new things coming into the organizations. You have to be aware about the strategies and what is the requirement from you relating to the organization, and what is the requirement of the manager from you to report to him or to the top management. So basically it is very very wide thing. Okay, so there may be as I have discussed with you, that there may be a taxation, there may be a work related to taxation that you will be working. That will also be in R2R. Okay, and there may be a lot of reportings. There may be like you may be asked to give your help to to prepare the financial statement of a company. That will also come in R2R. For example, if you are working in, if you're working in, if you are helping to prepare the financial statement, which is like profit and loss account or your balance sheets, or you are into closing of accounts, you are into monthly closing of accounts, and you are into preparing some balance sheet reconciliation, or you are there may be anything. There may be anything. It is not, when, for example, if you buy something, you have invoice and you have to book that invoice in the accounts. So that will come in P2P. But R2R is something which is very wide field, very wide field. So anything can come in R2R. So if you go, it's better to understand it that if you ask me that what I think about R2R, so if I go by the name, so it's a record to report. You have to prepare a report using the records of a company. Using the records which has been generated from the invoices, which has been generated from the vouchers. So you have a record. You have a record of, for example, for example, if I talk about the payroll, there may be a lot of information related to the payroll with the payroll department, and you are into R2R, and your manager asks you to prepare a special kind of report to him, and for this you will need some data, and that data will come from the payroll department. That data for you to prepare a report for your manager will come from payroll department. Payroll department will give you the data. So that data from the payroll department will be recorded to you, and the report that you will be preparing, and you will give that to your manager. It will be a report from your side to your manager or to the top management. So I think you have understood that the term record to report, it is a very wide, I am again saying it is very wide thing, and anything which requires a special knowledge of strategy, taxation, or the planning, or forecasting. It may be budgeting. Anything can be there in your R2R profile. R2R. So it is totally a different thing. So if you have any concern, if you have any question relating to R2R, just let me know. I will try to explain that further. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Many thanks to everyone.